What is one thing you hate about the opposite sex?
I hate when they cry, I ain't gonna lie, bro.
If they're short.
The standards are too high. My man's gotta be 6'5".
The ego. Everything they have to do when they make a decision, they just make the wrong one. Their opinion.
When they have them mood swings, I don't know how to deal with them.
Overuse of cologne or no deodorant.
How they play games.
They kind of smell sometimes.
They're annoying.
When they don't post me on public.
They some liars. Real bad. They got that bad. They don't know how to keep up with their lies.
Their ego is really big.
And they don't know how to keep it pee.
And they're always getting mad at all the little things that we do.
I can't say it's about him, but men, they don't like the answer no.
Bombastic side-eye.
Sometimes they can blow things out of proportion.
They lack an emotional capacity that girls have sometimes.
Yeah, I'd say hypocritical.
They tend to be closed-minded.
Not necessarily about her, but I don't hear the word please a lot.
Yeah, that's about me.
Now, what about you? What's one thing you hate about the opposite sex?
All these girls want is money. They don't want nothing else.
They dish stuff out they can't take themselves.
Males are cheaters, liars, and they're not smart.
Guys, whenever they're all together, they're acting stupid.
I hate when they be playing games.
How they be indecisive and shit. Being a guy, guys are very straightforward in communication, whereas girls sometimes like to take it more emotionally.
He snores a lot.
I'm pretty broke right now.
I think women are more materialistic.
A lot of girls want to have some bread, and I don't have that.
And they're not as in touch with their emotions or as honest with themselves.
I don't know, the untrust.
Their attitudes. I've run into men that are very negative.
They're the depiction of women. They just have this idea of women and how they should be.
I feel like a lot of girls are only interested in money nowadays.
Women pick up more after themselves. Guys think we're all the same, and we're not.
Men are more sloppy is what you're saying?
Every now and then.
Why do they think you're all the same?
I think they all think that we just want their money.
The indecisiveness. You can never figure out where somebody wants to go eat.
The audacity that a lot of men have.
Yes! Males are not as considerate of feelings. Their main focus in a relationship is just sex.
I just think sometimes they don't think the right things.
Can you give me an example?
You know how many girls didn't get a Valentine's Day gift today? They made the wrong choice.
I'm assuming you're one of those girls.
Yeah, I am one of those girls, yes.
There was this one time where my ex relationship, I asked her what she wanted to eat, and she gave me a location. And once we got there, she was just like, never mind, I'm not hungry. I just want to go home. And the place was 30 minutes from the house. Just went home, didn't eat at all. Had to eat cereal that day.
Some of my guy friends will come to me for advice, and they're obviously doing the wrong thing to play a girl. And they're just well, it's fine. They're very selfish. The guys are just oh well.
They just get on my nerve.
I'm assuming, are you in a situation right now where they're not posting you on, it's Valentine's Day, by the way. I'm assuming there's a guy you're with and he's not posting you on Valentine's Day.
Say I was asleep for over 8 hours, blowing on my phone. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Let me sleep.
I guess just if I have a fight with someone, they don't approach first just because it's their ego,
Are you saying he's ruthless? He's cutthroat? He's an asshole?
All of the above.
All of the
above. You hate emotions?
Honestly, what are you showing that for, bro? We don't need that.
This is why he's single.
Are you saying somebody's a gold digger?
Yeah.
You want to beat the allegations?
He's just mad he has none.
She calling you broke?
Never broke, bro.
F all emotions. We don't need that positivity. We don't need that happiness. We don't need none of that. Straight negative.
I'm gonna fuck my money for these ugly ass hoes.
Aren't you pushing 300?
This is gonna get negative.
If you can't handle something, most men, they gonna cheat. If a female cheat on them or do what they put a female through, they ain't gonna be able to handle it. And most of them admit that though. So at least they can admit that, I guess.
You're one of the people that would fix the world, not save it.
This world is overpopulated. We should start knocking this off, bro.
Have you been in a situation where you were cheated on and then you cheated back and he couldn't handle it?
He did some sneaky stuff and I wasn't being sneaky. I just did it back and he couldn't handle it, yeah. He went through all this emotional work and then that was that.
I feel as if, and then correct me if I'm wrong here, but I feel like you might be speaking from maybe something that happened to you.
Probably.
And allegedly in this story, what had happened?
Oh, I got cheated on.
You see like the guys, like the way they act, they're doing like so many weird things and having weird conversations, and they all laugh, and we're just like here with the girls looking at each other like, what's going on? Like, is it funny? Is it supposed to be funny?
I feel like you're the exception though. I don't know, like you're not very materialistic, but I feel like generally women are more materialistic.
They tend to have a big pride and like carry themselves very highly.
They too sensitive. They start crying when you start talking to somebody else, but they can go talk to anybody else they want. A man can't handle you talking to no other man, but they can go talk to other people.
You can't take what he dish out, basically. Can't take what he dish out. He just can't keep it pee at all.
That's the whole general thing. Niggas can't keep it pee.
Height short.
You hate if they're short.
If they're like the same height as me.
And like the little icks, it's like, bro, like I can't even control half of that stuff.
I don't like that they can't communicate.
So they try to play it off cool, and it's like, just be yourself.
I've been in relationships with untrust, so that's one thing that kind of drove me nuts.
I've talked to so many guys, and like the audacity and just the balls that they think that you can continue talking to someone.
Sometimes when you talk to a guy, you feel like you're not enough for them, then you have to do every single thing that they want, otherwise like they won't be into you, or you have to fit in every single one of their standards.
They expect to receive something, and then when they don't get it, then they throw a little tantrum.
I just think that men should be a little more manly.
They don't really care about feelings or how their girl is doing, like, I don't know.
Kind of hard questions.
I feel like those are pretty too easy questions, in my opinion.
What do you think?
What? Oh, are you asking me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, the interviewer becomes the interviewee.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What do you hate about the opposite sex?
Women want men to just read their minds. It's like, he should just know, more than just communicating how you feel. Life is not a rom-com. It's not the Notebook. I can't just look at you and know exactly what you're thinking, exactly what you're feeling. So just communicate with me. What is one thing you love about the opposite sex?
They money.
Boys are funny sometimes.
They're hot.
Not a damn thing.
When they're loyal, like they're good at like appreciating you. And attention. Guys give good attention.
The comfort they bring when you're in a relationship, you don't search for like support when you just have that one person there. Because if you choose the right one, they'll definitely always be there for you.
They compliment me, and then they're just like very friendly.
When something happened, like when you have fight with him, he's not gonna actually fight with you, but he's like sit down and talk with things.
They give us like a different perspective on things when you could look at some things like one-sided.
When they give you princess treatment.
I don't know. I'm kind of stuck in between right now.
Is there nothing to love about them? Are they just that unlovable?
Sometimes they're really understanding. Sometimes they'll listen to you and be like, oh yeah, I can relate to that.
I wouldn't say they're that unlovable. I would say they keep you in line.
And they're very caring, you know?
Especially with him, I feel like I'm protected. The feeling of having a good male friend as well. I just feel like they're nice to have a different perspective.
Well, since I'm more mature, I can give an actual answer. I think for women, when it comes to men, is the ability to like feel protected by them.
With women, and especially her, she's really understanding about problems, and I feel like I can talk to her better than I can a man.
So you're saying he's a protector?
No, not him.
Oh damn! How does it make you feel?
Let's go.
I like when they take on a role of taking care of someone through payment.
They're protective, and if they were raised right, they're very mannerful, even like my homeboys,
So like if you're on a first date, the man has to pay.
They're simple. Guys can be happy with simple things, you know? They're happy with the stupid things. We're too complicated, actually.
they're protecting us. The men that I knew like around me, yeah, they protect me. My boyfriend, like I feel protected.
Taking it emotionally is actually in most instances better, especially when it comes to the relationships. They seem to be more patient, more careful as well.
Women are the prettiest people. Like the prettiest man and the prettiest woman, like the woman's always gonna win.
Their toughness and determination, I feel like a lot of guys are very disciplined. I admire that a lot.
Personally, he's like my best friend, so I feel like we get each other's humor perfectly.
They're usually stronger and they like to protect you, so I like that.
The sense of protection. The right man gonna make you feel protected.
I feel like I can be more feminine around men. I feel like
just the feeling that you get when you're actually with a lady, you can't beat that feeling, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like she's gonna say tall.
I can't say tall.
Caring, I guess, like showing acts of like kindness.
Reach out and ask like how you are. Can notice something without you saying it.
Some of them hold it down.
The way they could love you. If they're fully committed, you're in a good spot.
Their friendliness. I'm a freshman and I'm a commuter, so I feel very welcome, especially by the men here on campus.
A girl that can hold you down and shit, yeah, I really like that.
I say like they're very thoughtful, like when they really care about you.
Well, I don't have that many guy friends, but the ones that are my friends, I think they're very nice.
A woman is like just good at being a woman, like caring, nurturing.
She knows her place, right? She gets in the kitchen. Is that what you're trying to say? Huh?
The protectiveness I feel. I always feel cared about. Like, I don't feel like I have to look over my shoulder when I'm like that.
I like when a guy knows what he wants. He's just like clearly comfortable with his masculinity. Like just like a confident guy that just knows what he's doing, you know?
Genuine love, especially from her or my mother or my grandmother, when they, say or do things that I can tell that it's genuine love.
I don't know. I've never had a boyfriend, so I feel like I am not the best person to answer that question, because I've never experienced that, so.
I really like when a man is a man and like takes care of a woman, like nice, and like takes you out to dinner and compliments you and is a genuine and like a good man. That's what I like.
They need to be funny. I talked to some guys and they were just, everything had to be so serious. And they would get upset about stupid things.
A good man who is comfortable in his masculinity, but also like treats you as his princess, like is a provider and all those things, but isn't an asshole about it either.
I like a nice build, like arms and chest, and brunette.
Let me ask you a question.
What do you love about the opposite sex?
Femininity, a good woman under your belt, it really like lights a fire. I like when a woman can play her role. And I mean this respectfully, like she knows her place. I don't mean that in like a bad way. She can just like help you in your goals and your dreams, be understanding. She recognizes like, oh, I'm the man, you're the woman, and so we play into that. You could say gender role, because it only benefits each other.
Yeah.
Be there for you and not make you feel as if you have to pretend to be something that you're not.
Yeah.
So like you're getting a masculine man, I'm getting a feminine woman.
Exactly.
It inspires me to go out there and
to tap into that manly side.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
really good in a relationship.
The thing you said, you hate God not being himself.
Yeah.
It's because he's been hurt in the past from being himself.
The woman also taps into her feminine side once the man is fully tapping into his masculine side. And so the gender roles, it's important.
That sounds good.
But wait, there's more. Flashback.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think you're a well-rounded man? What is something that you do to keep yourself mature and like a good member of society? Speaking of in terms of being a man.
I actively make sure to not allow how I feel to like control me, if that makes sense.
That's good.
Do you have any tips? I need that.
It's really more controlling your reaction, because you can't necessarily control how you feel,
Yeah.
but you can control like what you do about it. Actively realizing like what's worth your time and what's not, it also makes it easier to have, because you have more control. Working on things that help you little by little take back control in your life.
What do you hate about women?
When a woman wants you to be like your authentic self, and then you are your authentic self, and then it kind of seems like she don't want that. You know what I'm saying?
Or like they get turned down by like the weirdness. Like I feel like this like a lot with men, and this will be my answer to what I don't like about men, is that when I am weird and goofy and fun, you're immediately like get turned off. That's my full personality. Like why don't you want to like get more of that? Like that's what I don't like. And it's like once I show you my personality, that should make you want me more. But like when people turn off, like do you just want the dry part of people, like just like the superficial part?
I would say me personally, like a lot of people think like I'm a chill guy, and I guess I could say I am.
Yeah.
I'm a nerd, dude. I'm a goofy goober, you could say.
You're a goofy goober!
I'm a goofy goober. You talk about anime, bro. I start geeking like a little child. So I didn't finish it.
Do you know Banana Fish?
Have you seen online? It'll be like a little skit. The guy's being goofy with the girl. The girl call him, "Oh, you're being annoying," and then he just like shuts down.
Right? Like what?
Like that's so
I hate
real.
that. If someone's showing you your personality, why shut them down? When you show someone your personality, you're being vulnerable, and vulnerability is such a scarce thing. You gotta take advantage of that.
End of flashback.